Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Let's see. So, what I'm getting for your story is that you're very afraid of endings. You're very afraid of that final moment when a relationship, a job, a living situation, any sort of thing is over. It's the very end. It's like something that haunts you and keeps you stuck. You do not want things to end. Endings mean change. Change is scary to you. But this is really useful because seeing endings as a possibility for a new beginning, for something better to come along, is what the universe is trying to bring to you. It wants you to embrace endings as an opportunity to put to bed, to put to rest, to move away from, turn away from something that's not working for you and into something that is. Um, Something that you hide to your detriment is the fact that you are afraid of, like I said, the endings. You hide when things end. You kind of like go, oh, yeah, I'm just using a parasol. And it's like, well, no, you're actually hiding from moving forward. It's like instead of seeing each ending, each death as a brick in the wall that's holding you up, that's creating something, growing something, you're seeing it as um, scary, like something that you need to kind of pretend isn't there. And the universe is saying that this is getting in the way of you progressing, of moving forward. It's creating a wall in the way of you manifesting something. Um, so this is something that kind of haunts you um, and can be removed, though. And what I get from this card, from the Page of Pentacles here, is it's your training. It's the way you were taught. It's the idea that you have to behave a certain way, you have to have a certain life. If you got married, that you have to stay in that relationship. If you went into a career, you've got to stick with that for life. You've got to do these things, or there's going to be some kind of consequence. So you're being told to look outside of your training and let that go. Go, that's not relevant to me anymore. The way of thinking is keeping me small. It's keeping me on a balancing act, when if you were to just go, yeah, I was taught this and that, but I'm going to see what works for me, and being willing to putting you into that and moving away and letting that viewpoint, that way of being, die and end, you'll move forward into a much better place. This is a destructive behavior. The Eight of Cups here is a destructive behavior that you should consider changing. It's moving away from things that get hard. Like the interesting thing is here, this person has 8 cups and they're right there. They have all this, but they're going up this long staircase and climbing and climbing and climbing. Kind of like this, they built this staircase with all the stuff that's been hard, and instead of just letting it go and moving forward, is like using it as a platform for yourself to move forward. Like, oh, I'm going to use all the stuff that it's been hard on me and create, a way out. And this is more saying you're avoiding dealing with your past issues, your feelings, the emotions, and you're instead kind of closing yourself off, isolating yourself. So this is kind of saying that's detrimental to your well-being, and it's something you should consider changing. Instead of isolating yourself, dealing with your emotions, really embrace that. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy, I want this, I want that. And instead of moving away from that and leaving it behind for, looking for more challenges, more struggles, more, getting as far away from it as you can, embrace that, sit down, feel it, do the work. This is something attractive, but it's very draining. And it's building your castle, like I was talking about here with the building the tower, building this castle. Here's more stairs. This can be seen as one of the best cards, the Ten of Pentacles. But what I'm seeing here is you're spending all your energy trying to build up the material world and not dealing with the emotional world. Like when we put too much effort into the 3D, what are we left with? We're kind of like alone in our castle because we have been kind of trained to work, work, work. See, here's that little pentacle right in the middle of this castle, and here's other ones. See, if I do this training, if I continue in this fashion, if I go to this job, if I do what it's expected of me, if I follow this path, then it's going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles. But what that does is kind of make your world small in a way. You may have financial success, but you're not having emotional fulfillment. And a gift that's coming into your life is kind of surprising, but this will help you clean up your house, your physical life. And this is talking about a tower is going to come in. Something's going to happen, because I was talking about the tower a lot, that you were building a tower and you were going away from your emotional, having to deal with the stages of grief and dealing with that, instead going up the staircase to your Ten of Pentacles, which is keeping you stuck. And so something is going to happen. The universe has been giving you signs that the way you're doing things isn't working. It's so what it's going to do is you weren't really listening. You were wanting to hide from the endings, hide from the death of relationships or situations or careers that weren't serving you. And the universe gave you a lot of warnings. It said, hey, deal with it. Here's all the warnings. It's like, here, you got to deal with this, and you got to look at this, and you got to deal with this in order to move forward. And you're just like, no, I would rather take an uphill climb rather than sitting here and dealing with this. So the universe is actually bringing you in a tower moment so that the tower will fall. So that everything that you have been being told, hey, you got to change something, you got to do something different. The universe is going, well, I tried to tell you this, and now it's happening. And this is actually for your best and highest good, because this is you. Look, here's your instinct tripping you. My cat does this all the time, and then I go, oh, I need to slow down. I need to focus on something. Instead of just getting angry at my cat, I actually look at what it might be giving me as a signal. And the black cat is usually our intuition. And so this is saying, hey, you're carrying things that need to be put down. They need to be ended. The death of this situation needs to be ended. You may be working so hard and having the Ten of Pentacles here, but it's costing you. It's costing you everything. And so the universe is bringing in a tower to just stop that. It's like, nope, it's time for a change. It's time, and you're not going to have a choice about it. So you can either take this with grace, and you can be like, oh, okay, I'm going to change the way I'm doing things. I'm going to accept the signs and synchronicities and do this myself. So, because this is kind of like a warning from the universe. Like, either you put down the burden, let things end, even if it's painful, let things die, so they can be reborn, and stop avoiding your issues and deal with them. Or I'm going to bring in a tower and I'm going to change everything. And once the tower hits, even the things we were holding on to aren't there anymore. So you can either work with the universe or the universe comes in. It's just the way things are. It can be difficult, but I think that if you take this as a warning, you may have been seeing a lot of stuff in Capricorn season. It's now Aquarius season. And so just pay attention. You got this. You can do it. It's hard, but you can do this. Okay, bye.